will you be remembered? What legacy will you leave behind? Sometimes time is cut far too short, but that doesn't stop some from making a lasting imprint on all of those around them. This is the story of one of those people. There aren't many days Bev and John Titus don't come here, outside their home in Champaign County.
Shall we hold hands, honey?
A place of reflection for the daughter never far from their minds or their hearts. Alicia Titus was born in 1973, the first of the Titus's 4 children.
Alicia was a gift to us.
Immediately, it created a seriousness in our lives, a focus, gave us a sense of direction and purpose.
And it was clear very early, the Tituses say, Alicia's heart was full. At 4 years old, they say she was struck by a homeless man she saw. Alicia was carrying her life savings, $1.
She asked us if she could give him her money, and so she gave him her $1. And she was just very, very pleased with herself.
Her friends actually called her an old soul. She was very wise from an early age.
Alicia kept that strong heart as she grew up, graduating near the top of her high school class, being involved in leadership roles in clubs and sports.
She loved to dance and read and loved music and loved meeting people from all walks of life and just wanted to become friends with them.
I think that was one of her greatest gifts, was that she could find that goodness in everybody that she met and bring it out.
She later graduated from Miami University, her spirit of adventure continuing to grow, backpacking through Morocco and Spain. She worked a variety of office-type jobs, but there was something missing.
She always knew exactly what she wanted. And when she would get it in her mind, then that's what would happen. It wouldn't take long before everything was in place.
So when she was 27, her desire to work with people and travel led her to become a flight attendant for United Airlines, while also working to get a graduate degree. Her flights often were transcontinental, from one coast to the other.
Strangers who talked to us afterwards said, I just met her once on the airplane, and she just, before the night was over, I felt like I knew her my whole life.
Nearing the end of the summer of 2001, Bev and John say Alicia was in a very good place. A boyfriend, baby nephew, and family she loved, a job she enjoyed, and a future full of promise.
She was just, shining from ear to ear, and with happiness and love and joy, so it was wonderful to see.
On the morning of September 11th, 2001, John was in a staff meeting.
This lady from next door, Gail, from another office, come charging in the door, went up and turned the TV on, and said, there's something happening.
We got an explosion inside.
John says the television turned on just as United Flight 175 crashed into the south tower of the World Trade Center.
At that point, I was in denial. I thought, there are 1,000 planes flying out every minute. What are the odds that she could be on that?
Back at home, Bev was just starting her day. She says she felt a strong energy pulling her out of bed.
So I got up and went out and started coffee, and I turned on the TV, which I rarely did because, I didn't really like that in the morning. But I sat down with my coffee just in time to see Alicia's plane hit. And I didn't know. I didn't know it was hers.
Family frantically began calling, trying to figure out where Alicia was. They knew she flew out of Boston that morning, but not much else. Then, hours later, their greatest fear was confirmed.
Told us that Alicia was on the plane. I remember just, crying, sobbing, couldn't get my breath.
Bev then remembered that energy waking her up that morning, seeing Alicia's plane hit the South Tower.
I felt like that was her. Wanting me to be with her in the only way I could.
Alicia was one of 9 crew members and 56 passengers who were killed aboard Flight 175. She was just 28 years old. A few months after 9/11, search crews found Alicia's driver's license and Boston Library card relatively intact, but nothing else has ever been found. The Tituses say the grief was crippling and unrelenting. The days and months after Alicia's murder left them both searching for how to move forward.
We didn't want to go to war. We didn't want that in Alicia's name because that's not who she was.
And in wanting peace, they found their answer.
We wanted to continue her legacy and to help teach people how to just get along. That's why it was important for us to start Alicia's Peace Fund so that we could help educate people on how to break cycles of violence and how to communicate nonviolently with one another.
The Tituses started giving presentations around the world about peace and nonviolence, also working with their local community on projects like the Kindness Challenge, encouraging children to perform random acts of kindness, an annual 5K run and walk, and helping make Urbana an international city of peace. All of it in Alicia's name and spirit.
I had to be Alicia's voice, and I had to do everything I could to ensure to break that cycle of violence and ensure that the rest of my children and my grandchildren and everyone else's child never had to experience that.
Love is the most powerful force in the world, and it'll override everything else if enough people get in touch with that.
The Tituses say the pain still feels fresh. They imagine the life Alicia would be living right now.
I think the thing we miss, when we really think about it, is that the future that will not be.
She was just a very warm heart and kind soul, and that's what her legacy speaks up to me.
20 years since the day that changed the world. 20 years since the lives of nearly 3,000 families changed forever. Memories can fade, but legacies can endure and perhaps help all of us find the good in each other.